Well, hello. It's me, Sally, and I'm here to do some work on my deadbolt. Yeah, got me a new servo. I'm gonna install this servo in my deadbolt, and I'm gonna be using this Spectrum servo extension for easy access. So join me live as I install the Savox servo on my Axial SE-X10 deadbolt. Let's get started.
Ah, I'm trying to be funny. What is up? Yeah. So Axial, Deadbolt, Build Series 2. Nothing too crazy here. So, I figured I'd just kind of do a quick live video and get this going here rather than putting the whole video. Not really doing much today. It's the new year, so I figured this would be a good time just to kind of BS around, throw this in, and I don't know, spew a bunch of nonsense while I do it. So yeah, I'm gonna get to it. Let me get this thing opened up. Show you what I got. My hobby knife, and I don't see it. God dang it! Oh, there it is. I got it. So I wanted to go with a different servo, but I didn't really know. I wanted to go with something high end, but they're kind of so expensive. It's like, I don't know if I want to spend that money. I was looking at some of the Pro-Techs and stuff, but whatever. I went with the Savox 1210SG. This is a pretty good servo. It's a high voltage servo, so it's not going to be the greatest, but it's still a good upgrade over stock, and it's waterproof. Let's see. What else do I know about this servo? It's quick if I, put a BEC in or something like that. But what I think eventually I'm going to do is put in some nice Castle brushless systems, and the internal BEC will, uh, put out the right volts in the ESC, so I don't have to run a BEC, because those things kind of get complicated, and I don't really know how I feel about it. It's just like, I know I could do it, but I don't know if it's worth the effort. I think for me, it's just easier to buy a good motor setup, which is something I want anyway. So, whatever. But yeah, this is a pretty straightforward install, very basic. If you're into RC and you're new, you're definitely gonna probably start with servos. If you have any Traxxas vehicle, you're gonna have a servo issue. These Tactic servos are okay, but the one that is in this truck is actually from my Blazer, because I upgraded that servo. So the stock Deadbolt one gave out, so then I put in the one from the Blazer. It's the same servo, but whatever, it just went dead and the truck wasn't working. So I'm not sure really what was wrong, but it was definitely some sort of servo issue. So if I put this one in here, we'll be good to go. Now, one thing I wish other servos or whatever, I'm not sure, but the leads are never long enough on them. Look at how short this thing is. So my servo's gonna be in over here, like this. You can see I'm only gonna come to here. So I'm gonna have to fix that. So I have this lead coming out here for the light bar. So I picked up another one. Actually, I picked up a few. I'm just gonna try a couple different ones. This is a Pro-Tech. They're both 6-inch extensions. I got this Spectrum one. I think they were right in the same price range, but I figured I'd just get these. I will need it for light bar setup eventually on the Blazer, whatever I do. So I just picked up two, but I'm only gonna be using one. So that's kind of like a little tip if you switch your servos a lot. Just run a lead out your box. So when you set it up, just leave it outside your box. Then you can just plug it in simple if you want to swap servos. That comes in handy. I like to do that, so I'm gonna do that. So I got the 6-inch. So I do have that. Oh no, I have stock receiver on this. That's my Blazer. I got the Spectrum radio in. My bad. Ugh. So let's see. Let's pop this receiver box off here. Disconnect it first. So I'm just gonna take my driver. I really love my new mats. They're killing it. Now I only leave 2 screws in here. This is just a, receiver box. It's got a seal in it on the top for the waterproof, but I never submerge my vehicles in water. If I go in water, it's like basically up to the box at the most. So it's, I'm not going in and it's still plenty splash proof in there. So I'm not too worried about that. So let's find my servo. So what is it? 1 to turn, 2 to burn, they say. So here is numero uno. Pull that out. I know I don't really have this one all wired in because the SCX-102 keeps like a little channel and you can put it in there, but it's kind of a pain. So, all right, next let's pop out this. I'm gonna do some work on the links down here. I gotta pop that out. So I can get the. I don't know if I need to do that one, but we'll pop this off as well. I'm going to leave that other one in there just a little bit because I don't think I need to take it out because I'm going to take the whole servo out. I'm not putting a new arm on. Why the servo's in there, so. Oh, this new Cow RC mat is killing it. My bolts fall, they stick right there. I got the little trays right here. Oh man, it's making work so much better on my bench here. Oh yeah, okay. So here's the stock setup I got. See, I wish they put leads on like that so you wouldn't have to use these extensions, but it is what it is. I get it. I get why they do it. Let's pop my horn off. Okay, that is off. Hey, yo, what's up, Cole? Pop the horn off. Oh, yeah. Dear. I forgot I got these horns on here. They got this little, so I'm gonna get they got this little clamping style in the back here, so I gotta loosen that up. I got my magnetic mat. I'm gonna take it all the way out. Bam. Tiny little screw. Now I can pop my horn off. No, I didn't see your video, man. I'll have to check it out. Alright, I got my horn off. And this is a 25 tooth spline on this Savox. So I'm going to plug my extension in. Let's open this bad Larry up. Plug this in to my receiver. Well, that black is probably, yeah, gonna be that color. Okay, so we got that. keep a bunch of it inside the box. But we're going to run some of it. Let's see what I need for distance. Okay. So we have enough to come nicely right around there on this side of the box. Okay. So I'm going to slide this in the channel. I might just pull those things out all together because these are a pain. I just pull this piece out, then all my wires will be tip-top magoo. And like I said, I don't really go in crazy water, but this piece here is kind of a pain. I got a Savox 1210 SG waterproof, high voltage. Put that in there like that. This is going to go in here. Like so. Okay. Stuff it back there. Why not? Okay. Here we go. Everything is tucked back in. I wish there was still a way to rock this piece. Maybe I can thin it, make it a little thinner so the wires go in it a little better. Then I'll still at least have a little protection. Take my hobby knife and just try to trim it down a little so the wires fit in better. It's kind of a pain. It's working. Yeah, it is a good servo. I don't know if it's the best, but it's a good all-around servo for scaling. It's waterproof. It's got good speed. If you get it on 7.4 volts, then it's got really good torque. All right, so I'm just going to trim this piece down here so I can get my wires in a little bit better because okay, so here's my ESC wire. I'm using that one Primero. And here, see, they don't slide into that piece very good. So what you can do is, I guess, pull it out, slide your wires all in the slot first, like this. This. And then just slide it in. Like that. That's so close. There we go. There we go. I got those two in really good. Okay, I feel better about it now. That's my steering. That's great. Dip that under there. All right, we have success. This is what I like. Success is good. Be successful. All right. Bueno, perfect. Okay, let's put my lid back on. Then I don't have to deal with that nonsense anymore. I might want to pull this in just a little, which is easy. Slide it in. Okay. Perfect. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Perfect. So now I can just put my long ass screws back in. I don't know why they make these screws for the lid like the whole depth of the box. Like, I mean, how much torque do these things need to hold that lid down? Much. Quite sure there. Dooby doo, derby doo. All right. Last mod of the year on the Deadbolt. I got to figure out what I'm going to do next week. Because of the holiday, I kind of skipped a week. My wife got sick, and I couldn't. I wanted her to learn how to put this servo in, but she was sick, and then the holidays, and we're busy yesterday, so didn't get a chance to make that video. But she knows how to drive these things. She's got to learn how to work on them. That's what I think. Okay. Those are in. Turn it down. Bam! Perfect. So I'll get my servo horn. Let's plug this bad Larry in. Black to black. Yeah. Oh, that's brown. But I bet you brown is probably the one I need. I'm going to upgrade from this tactic to the other tactic. I think my wife will like that one better, and it's got better settings for the steering trim. This one is just got these two buttons, so I don't know if all the way down is no trim or the other way. Like, it's hard to know when you're at 0, I guess. So I kind of don't like that. I need a battery. I got one here. Nice. What kind of tires you go with? Okay. Okay, I'm going to call that 0. I'll have to trim it back up once we get it into the right. So I'm just going to slide my 25 tooth servo horn on there. I had to Dremel this down because it was hitting the frame, but these are just super cheap aluminum servo horns. So I just sanded that down so it doesn't hit the frame. So let's try to get this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that looks pretty good right there. So set that on here. Get my blue Loctite. Oh, really? You went with small tires. Well, if they fit your rig, then there's nothing wrong with it. But I don't like the look of it. I like for me, for my vision, is like these aren't necessarily like scaled too much, but they are in a way. Like, they're highly modified off-road rigs. Like, I envision the Super Swampers on this. I got the XLs because I like how they look. If you're running like a 37-inch tire on an off-road vehicle, that's a really big tire. And what for the rock crawling these are doing, it's kind of like they're built for rock crawling. I mean, that's just kind of my philosophy, I guess. But I do like some of the small tire looks when they're very on like a very highly detailed scale rig. I don't have those kind of builds going on. So okay, so I'm gonna put a little more Loctite on there. Let's unplug this. I don't know why this thing is so tight. That's weird. Let's take this off. And see what this deal is on this thing here. I don't know if it's just the horn that doesn't go. Huh. The threads are super tight. Let me try a different screw. See if they included one in the case here. No, they're not gonna. Maybe this one here. This is the screws that come with the servo horn. Yeah, but it's a Phillips, so I'm not going to use that. Let's use... It's going to be very short. I don't have any of those shorties. Oh, here we go. Here's another one. Okay. Not sure why the threads are so tight on this thing. Still tight. Huh. Where's that tactical? I want to screw it in and see what the deal is. Okay, where did I put it? Oh, here it is. God dang it. I'm trying to replicate the Jeep knife. It's 1230 SG, no, not an HD. I went with something slightly better. Well, a lot better in my opinion. Okay, these fit right in here, no problem. So it's not a screw issue. I don't know why it's getting like that. don't know why this screw is being such a pain in the butt. Wow, it's fine now. Huh. Okay, well, that's gonna be it right there. And then I'll clamp with the other screw in the back, and it should hold. The globe! Globe! Okay, I gotta reposition this. That way I put that horn on straight. Let's plug this battery in. Okay. Okay! Yes, Mr. Coach Boyu. Okay. Yeah, see, there it goes getting tight again. Alright, let's unplug this. Hit that like button, guys. Get some likes up in this piece. Yeah, I don't know where Axial Fest is going to be. It was very close to me. I went just for the day. When this Deadbolt was 100% stock, I had just had it, and I wanted to go. So that was part of why I went with an Axial rig. I talked to my wife. I was like, "You want the Axial? Yeah, let's get this one." Wow. So there's something. With these threads is not cool. Okay, got it. Wow, they're just super picky or something at the top. All right. All right, that one's tight. So then I'll take the little one here, and then that I like this because this really helps it stay secure. You put this in the back, and then it clamps right on there. Then you get that other one. All right, easy peasy, good to go. All right, let's get this bad Larry in. Okay, we are in. Let's put these screws back on. I'll just get them all started. And then I can just use my impact. Snug down there. Skippity bop. Put a cap back on this blue Loctite before I turn into a Smurf here. Yeah, I was 30 minutes away from Axial Fest. It's right up the street. They're changing the campground, I guess is the word on the street, to a different, like a corporate one. It used to be family owned, so I'm not sure what will happen. Well, they do got these things called planes, and you could travel. Yeah. I don't know where they're going to have it this year. Work's probably not going to allow it. But if it's close enough, I can go on a Saturday. All right, Globe-tastic. No mas. Okay. Now let's tighten these up by hand. All right. Oh man, I love my new Allen wrenches. These new wrenches I got are so sweet. All right, last one, and then we'll get this thing all lined up. Okay, we are all plugged in. Plug my battery in. And there we have it. Okay. I'll put this screw back in. Okay. I need to take that one out. I don't know why I have such a long screw in there. I guess it must have been short or something when I used that one. Okay. Yikes, what the hell is that? Okay. That scared me. Ah. Let's go like this. Got him! Then my wrench. Boom. Here we go. Okay. There it is. My trim looks not too bad. Oop. I always hit the throttle trim. Perfect. Wow, look at the speed. Look at it. Whee! All right. Well, that's it. Bam. Well, that went smooth. All right. So let's see. What am I going to do with some of this wire I got going on over here? Okay. That's for the LEDs. Let's put this into here. What a tight fit. Yeah, there we go. All right, that's nice and secure. And how am I gonna do this? That's could if I took the box out, or we could just put a piece of tape on it, right on top of the box like that, right over that. Bam! That's what I'm gonna do. I got tape. It's in my backpack from yesterday. I reached it. Oh yeah. Alright, here we go. Some good old Gorilla Tape. This is what I prefer. No, you can't go play toys in the woods? Yeah. It's all good. Someday. I was 15 once, and I played with RC trucks, and look at me now. Look at me now, doing the same goddamn thing. Hobbies are cool. You gotta have a hobby. Keep you on the right path in life. Have some focus. You want to end up half a meatball. Oh yeah, that's beautiful right there, baby. I didn't use enough tape. All right, this piece looks better. Ah, you hooker. God dang hooker. There's the Saigon whore that bit my nose off. Well, all right. Yeah, it's not working as good as I want. There we go. There we go. Just a few pieces of tape and everything's great. And I can just unplug that whenever I need. Wow. Perfect. Perfecto. Muy bien. All right. Perfect. I'm happy. All right. So I guess that's kind of it. We got the servo all installed. Super simple install. That's probably like a number 1 on a scale to 1 to 10. You just got to remember to power your servo on and get your trim to 0. Make sure you put your horn on the right way, otherwise you have a tough time getting your steering straight. You run out of trim, and you don't want to be trimmed out all the time. So you want to try to get that in there the best you can. But yeah, all right, super pumped. All right, Deadbolt's got a servo. This truck is coming along very good. So that was like week 2 of the build series. First week, we did the stainless links from Incision, 313 millimeter wheelbase. So we went from 12-inch to 12.3. Now we just installed the servo, and 2 mods left to do. And yeah, I'll figure out what I am going to do. What'd you say? A waste of money? Yeah. Stay away from the drugs. That's cool. I got this little brace in here that actually really helped stiffen up the whole truck. Actually, right there, I like that. This thing is solid. I do need to upgrade the foams in these things. Look at these. They just go so flat. It's unbelievable. The compound's good with the sticky tire, but the foams that are in these things are definitely junk. My Crawler Innovations, those foams are great. You can see how good they are. When, like yesterday, my Sunday crawl video, just the tire's able to work because it's not too soft. So it's got a little firm, so as it can only kind of squish, and it just makes a nice pattern, and the tire is able to use the stickiness, and it just, yeah, all stock electronics, well, minus the servo, I guess, but yeah, stock ESC, stock motor. This truck's probably going to stay stock motor very long, but I want to put a system in the Blazer. I'm thinking about a Castle slate setup, but I'm not 100% sure. I like that Hobby Wing, but that one's kind of more involved. I like the Castle systems because it comes with leads and everything all soldered, so all you got to do is solder on a connection, and boom, you're good to go. Oh, you went with a single stage? Yeah, I went with the dual stage. I went soft in the front and medium in the back. That was kind of what was recommended, so I was gonna try that, and I'm liking it. But it was snowy. Tires are super wet yesterday, so they haven't really had a good chance to test them on anything too great. But I'll work on that. I gotta go someplace on the 10th. And if I go early, I might be able to squeeze in some crawling where there's no snow. I'm not sure the details on what I'm going to do quite yet, but I do want to get some more crawling in on some actual dry rocks. The snow's fun and all, but everything gets all wet, and, this truck's not too bad. The Blazer's got inner fenders, so it's actually really good now. The truck stays pretty clean, and I even put the piece from right here on the frame up, which I didn't really need, but it adds some protection in so that dirt doesn't get in there. But I'll probably wind up putting a set on here, but with the flipped around shock hoop design, those inner fenders that I use, they don't really clear right here. You kind of gotta slide them back, and then this part doesn't. It's kind of a pain, but the fronts fit really good. They give you plenty of coverage. So this body with the clear windows and everything, it's kind of not very scale. I'm gonna build, I think, a styrene interior, like I did on my Power Wagon. I learned a lot from that, so I could probably build something better. But I'm gonna take a trip to A-Main Hobbies, but it's kind of far. But I think I'm gonna take a trip up there and I'll pick up some styrene and stuff. You can order it, I guess, but the thickness and everything, I don't know. It's just an excuse to go to A-Main Hobbies. Their store is really nice. My wife wants accessories to deck out. Let me grab her body. She wants to deck out the Blazer body here because I installed this roof rack. It wasn't really part of the build series, but I did install it. But what happened was I bought it for the Blazer, but I actually didn't really like how it looked on the Blazer. So I just went ahead and put it on here when I put the light bar on. So she wants some scale accessories for the rack. It's got a nice rack up there. It fits this body perfect. You put it all the way up and mount the light bar on there. It doesn't really look good up on top. Right here, it's nice. It hides the wire. You can see the wires coming down. It fits right in here and goes in. But I just haven't really set it up that good. You got plenty of wire. You can kind of just tilt this, plug it right in, and put it right on. The Blazer wires, I think I'm gonna wire up a servo plug on the lights, so I could just plug it right into my Spectrum receiver on the Blazer, because it's got some sort of, I don't know what kind of plug it is that comes out of the ESC, and it's a pain in the butt because of the length and everything. I'm plugging everything all the time. Oh man, I always have a tough time getting this body on. It fits just perfect. The holes are super tight. It's got like no wiggle room. But yeah, I guess I'm probably just gonna end the stream. That's all I was trying to do, is just get that servo installed. Such a simple thing. I figured I would just, make the video live rather than doing a kind of produced video for a servo. Servo is rather easy. So it's nothing crazy. But yeah, you guys got any questions before I go or anything? I guess that's just gonna be it. I'll just be ending the stream here. I got that Savox 1230 all installed on the Deadbolt. Thanks for tuning in, I guess. Let me know in the comments if you guys like live videos. I can go live a lot. It's easy to do. It's I don't know, for me it's kind of hard to make it entertaining. It's kind of just, I can't put on any background music or anything. I kind of have to just spitball things myself and whatever, try to make it not so lame. It's, what are you going to do? It's you're working on RCs, but it's a good way to kind of show things in the moment and what I go through doing it. Because when I make a produced video, it's easy to just, just cut something right out. So, yeah. But if you want me to go live more, I guess just comment, and I'll keep trying to do that. I got a bunch of projects going on. I have a surprise later today. Not sure if it's going to show up, but I got a new RC truck. It will be here. So stay tuned for that. I will unveil it, and I'll be getting some great scale videos. It's going to be a great addition to the fleet of rigs that I have, so I'm looking forward to it. So I could do that live later today. I don't know. I might just make a video of it. I'm going to surprise my wife. She doesn't know what it is, but once I start going to make videos, she's going to know it's an RC, but she doesn't know what it's going to be. All right, I'll do a live unboxing then with my wife of the new RC. It should be here right around when she gets off work today. So yeah, I'll do that, guys. So maybe around 5 to 6 o'clock Pacific time, so it might be a little late. Maybe earlier. It depends how long the wife's day is. But I think the post office should come by then because I'm West Coast time. So, but yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And I will probably see you guys later today, if not soon. Thanks. Have a good one.